So Alibaba just dropped QwQ, I don't know how that's pronounced, 32 billion parameter model that apparently beats Deepseek R1, which is a 671 billion parameter reasoning model. This is probably the smallest reasoning model I've seen to this point, and it beats the biggest open source reasoning model right now. If you look at the evaluations here, in the AIME 24, it is almost comparable, if not almost better than Deepseek R1. In the live code bench, it is second to Deepseek R1, and don't forget that we're also comparing it with OpenAI's O1 mini model. It beats all these reasoning models in the live bench comparison, which kind of tests for general problem solving capabilities. In the instruction following evaluation or IF evaluation, it is second to OpenAI's O1 mini, and in BFCL, which is the benchmark for common logic, it beats all the other models. As far as the training of the model goes, it's been trained using reinforcement learning scaling techniques with outcome-based rewards rather than traditional reward models. The traditional reward models in AI training typically rely on human feedback or predefined scoring system that evaluates the model's performance in somewhat subjective manner. In contrast to that method, QwQ 32 billion parameter has been trained on outcome-based rewards, which means, for example, for a math problem, instead of rating how good an explanation looks, the model is rewarded based on whether its final answer is mathematically correct. They used an accuracy verifier that directly checks if the solutions are right or wrong. This approach is more objective and directly tied to the performance outcomes, and the model learns to optimize for actually solving problems correctly rather than producing outcomes that merely look good to human evaluators. Now, in my opinion, this is a shift towards more measurable success criteria in reinforcement learning as opposed to previous methods that rated the models on the ability to kind of rate the model's output. You can use this via Hugging Face transformers, or you can use this via Alibaba Cloud Scope API. Now let's quickly go ahead and run this using Ollama and also try to build an agent on top of this. So in order to use this, go to Ollama and you can see the model is available here. This is a 20 GB model. So this might take some time to download. But in order to download Ollama, or rather download this model on Ollama, first ensure that you have Ollama downloaded by clicking here and run Ollama. So if it's running, you should be able to find it here on Mac and here on the bottom right on Windows. Now post that, open terminal in Mac and command prompt on Windows. Now once your command prompt is running, just go ahead and copy this command and paste this here. Like I said, this is an advanced reasoning model, but a smaller 32 billion parameter reasoning model, which is actually very small in terms of parameters, and it kind of reminds me of Phi-4, which is essentially a more compact version of initial versions of GPT 3.5 and GPT 4, but gives you output more on lines of what GPT 4 would also give you. Now to run the model, this is all you need to do. Once the download is complete, you should be able to run it. I'm not going to wait for all 1 hour 6 minutes here. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this video just to give you an understanding what the model is and how you can download this, and in the future lectures, let's build an actual agent using this model. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.